This thing on? Hello?
I hear you.
Okay.
All right, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Balderdash podcast, where we will tackle the stupidest, dumbest, and downright idiotic topics, as well as questions from the community. I am Red Devil, of course, joined by my co-host, Uncle Legend.
Hey, you remember to introduce yourself.
I did. Look at me moving on up.
Oh my god, dude. So, I gotta tell you, this has been a roller coaster of a start to this damn thing. Let me tell you. But I got it. We're good. I'm recording, so we're solid.
As long as we're solid.
And we're solid. Okay, so I titled this week's episode "Idiots from Around the World." All right. So I've got good ones for you.
Well, we already got 2 from the States.
Yeah. Well, I got
I'm
some.
1.
Yeah, and I'm 2. And then I've got some from the UK, and then I've got a couple. Most of them are from the UK because I learned a bunch of stuff about the UK this week via TikTok that I had to do some research into. That's hilarious.
Oh, no.
I know. But first, how was your week?
Week was interesting. It was interesting. Played some games, but I'm really beginning to hate this time of year.
Yeah, I know. There's too much to play.
Well, not game wise, just Christmas wise. We're everybody, any family member who I probably haven't talked to for 95% of the year expects me to make as many plans as I can to make sure I see them during December.
Yeah. No, that's true. See, I do it different. I just tell everyone if you want to see me, you come to my house. It's
I think
easy.
that's what I got to start doing. I'd rather see somebody I talk to every day. Like I'd rather go to Vash's house.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's what we did with my mother-in-law wanted to have Christmas and she lives out in Iowa, and I told my wife, I'm like, "Hey, if she wants to drive up here, she's more than welcome to come to the house, but I'm not going there." Like there's too much going on. We've got her family split, so we really have 3 families that we have to see during the Christmas season, and I'm like, "Yeah." Like you can either make the trip to me or I won't come see you.
Yeah. Other than that, it wasn't bad. Work's busy. We're having trouble getting product out of China, but that's the world right now.
Yeah, how are you guys with the cuz you work in a warehouse, right?
I am a production manager for a chemical company.
Okay. Yeah, how
So
are
a
you
lot of
guys
our
doing with the
chemicals,
backup?
we're up like 200% on sales,
Damn.
but we're having trouble getting product now with Chinese New Year and with the Olympics being in China. They're basically just shutting everything down.
See, here's how little I know about the Olympics. I didn't know they were going to be in China.
Yeah. So what China does is to make their country look good, they'll be like, okay, you guys on January 15th have to stop production of everything in the country.
Oh, cool.
That way the smog goes down and all that, and they can get away with it.
Oh my
Amazing
god.
how that works.
Yeah.
But other than that, just some video games, some Warzone, a new map. I'm sure we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk
But
about that with Breezy.
yeah, so how was your week?
My week was chaotic, to say the least. So I went, for anybody who doesn't know, I have major spine problems thanks to a car accident, and I went in last Tuesday, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, and got a new round of injections into my spine, and that went great. The first one sucked, dude. Let me tell you, the first round, like 2 months ago, sucked. These ones way better, and they're actually working, which is nice. But they leave you they make me super tired. So for like 3 days, I slept for like 12 to 15 hours. It was crazy. I just slept.
Damn.
Yeah. But then, yeah, other than that, just video games, streaming, the whole nine, the hard life of a full-time content creator. Let me tell you, it's tough, man.
Couldn't be me.
No, it was good. It was a good week. We had Christmas with the in-laws or with my mother-in-law on Saturday. She came up and we had early Christmas. That was nice. That was actually really cool. It was cool to get the family together. Her family's not always they don't always get along really well, but everybody we had a great time over the weekend, and then my wife and I just kind of relaxed and kicked back and enjoyed our time being alone.
Good.
But yeah, other than that, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of uneventful heading into the end of the year here.
Yeah, I dipped out on the Thursday podcast because I'm a loser.
Because I'm a loser.
Yeah.
It's all good. I mean, for those listening, not viewing the VOD, like we are both content creators. I have a full-time job. Uncle Legend happens to do this for a living. But sometimes linking up with schedules and making sure we both have the energy to put into this can be a little tough. So that's
Yeah.
why like Thursdays might not always happen, but we're gonna try and get more content out as as we can with this.
Yeah, so like for anybody who doesn't know, we do so after we end the podcast, we'll both go our separate ways and we'll do our own streams and everything like that, interact with the community. But immediately following that, I dive in and I start editing all of the videos and audio files so that I can send them over to Red, who then posts them on different platforms, and then I post a YouTube video. So pretty much if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you, I love you. If you're watching this live and you're not able to stay through the whole thing, we do have a YouTube channel, Twitter, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, and finally after a week we just now got put on Google Play Music. They were more stingent than Apple Music and Spotify, but yeah, so you can find the podcast anywhere you find your normal podcast. I don't know how to get on iHeart Podcasts. I have no idea how to do that.
I can certainly look into it. I mean, we have the RSS feed, so it's just a matter of figuring out how to post to it.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you guys go. Today we're gonna be going over some we're gonna have there's some gaming news. There's some big stuff to come out in the gaming world, and then also we've got we're just kind of covering idiots that are around the world, us two on our idiotic adventures, and then we're gonna be having special guest Fly Breezy. All of his information will be posted on the Balderdash podcast Twitter immediately following the show, so you can find him. He is fairly, I would say he's fairly new around the community, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's like probably one of the newest one who's kind of embraced our entire community. I mean, everybody has people that come in to kind of just their streams, but he's kind of embraced everybody. I've seen him in everyone's chat.
Yeah, so he's definitely one of the newer ones, but he's hilarious. I stopped by his stream the other day, and they were, I don't know. They were having a conversation about if you've ever tried to turn your dick into one of those slap bracelets. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with a doozy here. Something you might not have known. This is a little fun fact about the UK. So, as Americans, we generally tend to give our UK brothers and sisters a little jab at how much tea they consume, right? Hot tea. And so most UK citizens, hold on, I lost my place in the news article that I pulled up. Sorry. Oh, okay. So most UK citizens have gone from using traditional teapots that are usually like on stoves or whatever to more electric and efficient meaning time, not actually energy, alternatives. And with that being said, there is actually a phenomenon that some officials in the UK have dubbed the TV pickup. And what it is that TV producers and energy companies have to get together and time schedules of TV shows, because UK residents will get up after the ending of primarily soap operas, of a prominent soap opera, and make themselves a cup of tea or instant coffee. And the average electric kettle uses between 1,000 and 1,500 watts while active. So there's a gigantic power surge.
Wow.
So power companies actually have to go in and they have to meet with producers, find out what time the show's going to be airing, when it's going to be ending, so that they can have the available resources for the country to make their cup of tea after the show's ended.
That's crazy that a whole country has to plan on them just having a glass of tea or a cup of tea. That blows my mind.
Well, so it gets actually looking into it. This seems there's also one during the U.S. and it's during the Super Bowl. So during the Super Bowl, the ads are actually timed out so that power companies can compensate for people either like doing things around the house as well as that day. So specifically on Super Bowl day, due to all of the home appliances that are active, so you've got, you know, refrigerators being opened, and you've got crock pots being turned on to make cheese dip or whatever, and you've got TVs on, and you've got all this stuff, you've got lights, you've got AC units, or heating units, actually, depending on where you live. And so all of that coupled together, they actually have to plan so that the grid doesn't get overloaded, and they can make sure they have available resources. So I thought that it was just in the UK, and I thought it was a funny thing, but looking into it, I'm like, oh wow, the US does it too. So there you go. Yeah, that's a fun one.
It's amazing how much a television has changed.
Oh,
everything.
I know. It's wild how much of our lives revolve around a box in our living rooms, man. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot going on there. But yeah, that was one of them. So that's number one. This one is a little bit funnier. So this is also from the UK. This happened back in November. And I'm just going to read you the article. Okay? I'm just going to read you the article. It's a short one. This comes from the Metro. I'm imagining that's like a newspaper, but it's the Metro News site over in the UK, written by Jen Mills on Thursday, November 11th. And a 70-year-old man has been taken to court by his neighbor due to the unrelenting noise of his flock of 15 pigeons. Alan Pidgley, who had a sign up by the coop saying Mr. Pidgley's Pigeon Loft, now faces having to get rid of the birds to comply with a council noise order. The pigeon problem has split opinions in his countryside cul-de-sac, with other neighbors backing him and even offering to pay his fine. Mr. Pidgley converted a garden shed near his detached bungalow into an enclosure after seeing an advertisement on the TV for birds 2 years ago. Since then, he and his wife, Tara, have enjoyed tending to them alongside their rescued chickens, tortoises, rabbits, 50 fish, and a dog named Patch. But neighbor Rebecca Wells, who had lived alongside for over a decade, was so enamored with the animals, she claimed the noise of the pigeons was so distressing, she and her husband, Paul, have been forced to try to move from the New Forest village where they live.
Fucking Karen. What the fuck? Just let the man have his pigeons. I mean, it can't be that bad. I have fucking 6 chickens and 2 ducks out back, and ain't nobody bitching about them.
Oh my god, it just gets better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fuck.
After she complained, the council went to investigate and observed that the sound of the pigeons could be heard, this is a quote, could be heard over ambient noise such as refuse collection and planes overhead. So they're pretty loud.
Well, they cue, but I mean, it's not like they're a bad sound.
Right. I don't know. I hate birds chirping. So my wife used to have an alarm that was birds chirping in the morning. And every time I woke up wanting to grab a gun and shoot the birds. Like, I hate birds chirping. I don't know what it is. It annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, but they don't really chirp, pigeons. I mean, they're kind of like a different sound. It's not near as bad as
that. They like, I don't know.
Regardless,
I know the sound, yeah.
Yeah, people, I mean, it's UK. It's a little different than the US, but it's just shit being taken away from people that shouldn't be taken away from them, my opinion.
It was found to be a statutory nuisance, and he was told to reduce the noise, for example, by getting rid of some of the pigeons. After this didn't happen, Mr. Pidgley was taken to court and told to pay a fine of €500 and €450 in cost, a significant reduction from the €4,389 New Forest District Council sought after he admitted to failing to comply with their order.
I'm gonna 500. It's basically $550 fine.
Yeah. Well, actually, it would be €950. So, I could put that in US
for you. 1,000.
Yeah. Euros to dollars. That'd be 1,072 US dollars.
Yeah, at
For
that
some
point, I would get rid
pigeons.
of I'd get rid of the pigeons, but
Yeah.
oh fucked. I mean, just let people do their thing. Is it that bad? I mean, honestly, is it that bad? My neighbor had a goose that wandered the neighborhood, and this evil fucker would be outside my doorstep whenever I would leave for work in the morning, and would literally come running at me. So I'd just kick the fucker, and it would leave me alone. And I didn't call anybody. Like it's just a goose. It ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I know. This is from his neighbors. So some of his neighbors in Hortle, Hampshire, said that they enjoyed having the pigeons around, and some even offered to pay for his fine. Speaking after the conclusion of his case at the Southampton Magistrates Court, Mr. Pidgley said, this is a quote, "It's a joke. They want to set up a fundraising page to help us pay the fine, but we asked them to give any donations to rescue animal charities instead." Now,
That's a good person.
yeah, he is a good person. Now, I've got to get rid of the pigeons as soon as possible or face further fines. It will be absolutely heartbreaking to see them go after 2 years. Mr. Pidgley's wife, Tara, wept in the back of the courtroom when the decision was read. Now, here's the thing. I get that people love their animals, but maybe it's me, man. I wouldn't cry over having to get rid of the pigeons, but at the same time,
No.
like, I don't know.
Not a bird. Like I would not be emotionally attached to them pigeons. My chickens and ducks, I could probably go snap their heads right now and have them for dinner. It wouldn't phase me.
Okay.
But I grew up a little different too, so I could be part of it. But yeah, I don't think I'd be upset about it. I'd be more pissed that, Karen next fucking door
Yeah.
decided that my pigeons making their humming noise was too much for her to live her goddamn life.
He's getting
What
fired
the
up.
fuck?
This is this is the end here, right here. Gil Waring, who also lives next door to Mr. Pidgley, said she enjoyed hearing the birds coo. The 72-year-old said, "I have never had any problem with the pigeons. They have never woken me up in the mornings, and I love hearing them cooing on the fence. I have even put food out for them before, but they don't want to leave their home at Allen's." Christina Bell, 65, and her husband John live directly opposite Mr. Pidgley. Miss Ball said, and this is quote, "The whole thing is ridiculous. It makes no difference to our lives. I come over to see the pigeons, and my grandchildren love coming to see them as well and watching them fly away. Alan and Tara are the center of this little village community, and everyone loves coming to see their animals. This is the countryside, and part of the enjoyment of living here is being able to hear wild animals like Alan's." When approached, the neighbor, Rebecca Wells, declined to comment on her complaint and her neighbor's subsequent fine.
Technology, fun. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, there you go. So the pigeon problem over there.
Yeah.
How many pigeons? I already forgot how many pigeons it was. It wasn't
15.
Yeah.
You said it was 15 pigeons.
Yeah,
and they live in
pigeons.
the countryside. Leave the fucking man alone.
Yeah, they live in the countryside. It's 15 pigeons. I think what's worse is not the fact that she did it, but the fact then that she didn't comment to the newspaper who was reporting on it. So like she knew that it was fucking dumb, and so she just didn't like. I don't know, man. She was like, "I'm not gonna talk to you."
Yeah, she knew she was a British Karen and was about to get roasted by the entire world on TikTok, probably. And she's like, "No, I'm just gonna back off now."
So that happened in November. I did some research trying to dig up if I could find any follow-up news or anything, but that's kind of where it is. So I imagine that that poor Mr. Pidgley is going to have to get rid of the pigeons. And they're gonna have to move on. If I were the neighbors, right? If I were the neighbors, I would offer to just take like 2 pigeons apiece. Right.
Yeah, just spread them out through the neighborhood.
Yeah, and then egg the Karen's house as his neighbor with their eggs. Oh, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, fuck her.
But yeah, there you go. So there's one more. I got one more story lined up for you, and then we will be getting Fly Breezy in here. Now, this one comes from Italy, so still over in Europe. And it has to do with planes and birds.
More birds, okay.
More
Bird
birds.
episode.
Yeah, so this is the bird episode. Welcome to the Balderdash podcast. No, I'm just kidding. So this one's kind of weird. A Ryanair, I'm not quite sure how to say it, plane engine burst into flames after colliding with a siege of herons in Italy. So herons are small birds, kind of like sparrows over here in the States.
Okay.
Horrified onlookers filmed fires spurting out the right-hand engine just before the London Stansted service touched down. The pilots managed to land the plane safely despite the bird slamming into flight FR1194. No injuries were reported in the incident around 11:30 p.m. on Wednesday, November 24th, but the engine is thought to have stopped working after an unknown number of birds hit it during the final approach.
So it just burst into flames.
It burst into flames. So yeah, I mean, so he flew through a flock of what would be like sparrow-sized pigeons, right?
Well,
sparrow-sized birds? I'm sorry.
Over here, a heron is like they're big. They're like tall. So they're different in Europe.
Let me look one up. From the pictures that I see, they don't look.
Yeah, because a heron's like 3, 4. Some of them can get up to like 5 feet tall, I believe.
I know there's like different.
Yeah, it could be a lost in translation thing as well.
Yeah, because like the pictures that they have do not look anything like the heron that like we have.
Okay, so it's probably like a sparrow over in their country. They just call it a heron.
That's what it looks like. So,
okay.
Well, maybe it's just this. Maybe it's just the size of the plane makes it look smaller.
That could be.
It could be. I don't know. But
either way, it's just Mother Nature telling us that she's tired of our shit. She's taking us out of the fucking skies now.
Yeah. So they were already on approach to land when they flew through the flock. So the pilots of the Boeing 737-800 landed relatively smooth despite the engine stalling. And after the plane stopped on the tarmac, an inspection suggested that the left engine had also been hit. So they lost one and the other one had been hit. There's really no details on the damage. But if you look it up, you can find, I'll post some pictures on the Twitter, so that you guys can all see the pictures, but these things got shredded, dude. It looks like, when you defeather a chicken, right?
Yeah.
And you can throw them down in the defeathering machine and all the feathers just stick to the side. That's what it looks like, except for it's a plane engine and there's just hundreds of bird parts. It's crazy. I love UK news because there's no censorship over there, so they just throw it all out there.
That's how you get taken out in life. Is fucking sky roadkill.
Sky roadkill.
That's how you die. Sky roadkill.
Oh my god. Yeah, but those are the three. So those are the three stories that I had prepared for you. I didn't want you looking into any of them. That's why I didn't tell you what I was gonna do.
Fair enough.
So for everybody, just to give you some like, what's that called?
So Go Hard in my chat said, imagine you're a vegan and get killed by that.
To give you all some like backstory, so before the podcast go live, if I open up my Discord DMs, Red and I probably talk twice a day about what we want to do with the podcast, what we're going to talk about that week, get a plan rolling and everything. And he asked me last week, he goes, so what are we going to do for this one? And I sent him back a message. It's a surprise. I don't want you doing any research.
Yeah, he basically told me to fuck off for this week.
So he's just been in the dark this entire time. I hope it was worth it. I thought those stories were pretty damn hilarious. But let me get this back up.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna reverse these. So we're gonna be bringing on with you guys now. Fly Breezy. We kind of talked about it earlier, but he's a funny guy. He's relatively new to the community. We don't have a lot of backstory with him other than the fact that he is all over the community. He comes by my streams, Red streams, Vash's streams, 40's streams. I think even Logan's streams. He's all over the place, and he's a great guy. I don't think he knows what Discord call to go into. So Fly Breezy, you're gonna go to Uncle's house, and you're gonna go to the green room, and I'm gonna drag you in. But I've got some questions lined up for him, primarily because I don't know that much about him.
Okay.
So like Go Hard was fun, but we've all talked to Go Hard and we all know a lot about Go Hard. But bringing on someone who is a little bit more foreign is kind of exciting.
Yeah, like we don't really know that much about him outside of the time we spent in stream or the time he spent roasting us while he's in our streams.
Yeah. Oh, he likes to roast us.
So yeah, if you want to tackle more of the personal questions, I'll probably have a few Twitch questions I'd like to ask.
Yeah, so that was one thing I wanted to say too. To everybody in our streams, this is the part of the podcast. Green Room is locked. Join another channel, Breezy. I'll just drag you in. I don't know why it's locked. Oh, this Discord thing's gonna drive me nuts. So this is the part of the stream where if you guys want to ask us questions, you can go to either our chats and ask us in there, or you can also post them on Twitter and we'll hunt them down and find them. You can do that throughout the week. So now's your chance. Ask questions to us, ask questions to Breezy, and then we'll bring them up organically as the podcast goes on. And we will carry on from there. I'm going to drag him in without further ado. There's the man himself, Mr. Fly Breezy 89. What's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Hi.
Breezy, welcome in. Welcome in.
How you doing?
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna go, you know.
Why?
Well, because you really like making fun of me, so I don't quite know where we're gonna go from here.
I don't make fun of you. You're just my favorite uncle.
There we go.
He's gonna be all sweet on the podcast.
Yeah, I know. He said, "You guys don't understand." Okay. How you doing? How you doing today?
Good, buddy. How we doing?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. Having a good day.
That's good to hear, man.
So why the hell do you want to be on this podcast?
Why do I want to be on the podcast? I get to be on the podcast with you and Red, man. What a better cast. You, me, and Red.
I like it.
There we go.
I like it. Yeah. So why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself? You know, what are you, Red? Ask it. Where's your question?
So, question number 1: are you a grower or a shower? This is a question that has to be answered for us to proceed any further with the podcast.
Listen, I'm grower. I'm growing. I'm a grower.
All right.
Are you okay?
Grower?
Yeah, no, that's
I'm wrong with
solid.
that.
Grower gang, dude.
Yeah, grower gang.
That's the title of my
right.
next album.
Grower gang.
Grower gang.
All right, so y'all want to know about me?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, what you do.
Sure, man. I'm married. I've got 2 kids. And I sell cars on the side of my illustrious Twitch career.
Oh.
Okay.
So I sell cars. I've been doing that for about 10 years.
Wait,
And then
used car salesman or new car salesman?
I sell both.
Okay, so this is the last time you guys will see Fly Breezy on the podcast.
Used car salesman.
I sell both. I sold a used car today, so.
Hey, there you go. Did it have
There you
10,000 miles on it or 10,000 miles on it?
100,000 miles.
Love
100.
it. Love it. I'm just giving you
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I sell cars, and I've been doing that for about 10 years, and then, you know, I'm a gamer too. So I've been gaming since goodness, Sega Genesis. So I've been gaming forever. And
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay.
God, you guys are all old. I
I
swear
know,
to God.
you're a little baby.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
His
still
name's
your
Uncle
uncle.
Legend, but he's a baby.
And, you know, okay.
How old are you? 19, Uncle?
I'm 24.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not even 10 years older than me, Breezy. If you were a woman, I'd still date you.
Thank you. I would date myself if I was a woman too.
Yeah, I don't know. I might date you if you weren't. You kind of a good looking fella.
Thank you. Thank you. I could give you a kiss right now.
Okay, so you sell cars. Does it ever bother you? So here's a fun fact about me. I used to sell cars. Okay.
Interesting.
Does it ever bother you the stereotype of a salesman? Like what like the general population believes of like salespeople.
No, I mean, it probably used to. Like, I can't remember when it did bother me, but I'm sure it used to. But it doesn't bother me anymore. I mean,
No.
people are gonna think what they think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep, fair.
But I can remember telling people, oh yeah, I sell cars, and they get that like little look of disgust on their face.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think like with all of what state are you in?
I'm in North Carolina.
Okay. I don't know exactly how it is over there, but in Colorado there's a lot of like I don't know how to there's like a lot of ethics laws, I guess is a good way to put it, that protect buyers in the transaction. So like dealers and car salesmen out here, you're not really allowed to like do the old tricks, from like the 90s and shit. Like just out here it's not allowed. Like you can be upfront and honest, and you can like hide details, right? So like you can hide details of the car, but like from like the old bait and switch or anything like that, all of those type of tactics are illegal out here. I don't know how it is over there though.
Yeah, it's the same out here. I mean, you can't really like bait and switch people. But I mean, I've been in the car business long enough to know that, every dealership hides details of the deal,
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, there's always a little something that's being hidden in there.
Right, yeah, like the fact that the car got totaled and it's not the same car, it's just got the same frame. Yeah, small things like that. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, see, like where I live in Pennsylvania, they do have lemon laws, but it's so hard to go back and try and get your money. It's just not worth it. If you get,
No.
scammed or get a piece of shit, it just is what it is.
Yeah, it's too hard to get the lemon law out here, and I mean, it's the same thing. You got to come in like 6 different times with the same issue.
Yeah.
So here's a fun fact. Back in right when I was out of high school, so I was probably 18, 19. I was selling cars, and I was doing it on the side, so I'm a construction guy, and everything, and I was doing it on the side to make some extra money, and also I was trying to finance my first car, so I was waiting for a good one to come in. And this Mazda Speed 3 came in that I wanted. I got it. I had a blast with it. Literally 2 weeks after I bought it, the front camshaft seal blew. And
Ooh, okay.
yeah, and I didn't quite realize what was going on, and ended up accidentally draining the engine of oil before I got it back to the dealership. So they told me, they were like, "Oh, this is what happened. We'll just replace it for you. We'll top you off on oil." I drove it home. Same thing happened. Something I don't know exactly what else was wrong. I didn't really care or give a shit. So I ended up taking that car to my guy, and we built my first race car out of it. But yeah, that's about when I quit the dealership, because they sold me a broken car. And I was
if your own company fucks you, it's probably time to get out.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess it's time to leave. Time to go do something. Like, nah, this side money's not worth it anymore. I don't know.
As I will tell you, the dealership does not care about anyone.
No.
Period.
Well, they care about Benjamin.
They do care about Benjamin
and Andrew Jackson. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like car dealers kind of like our government. They only care about the almighty dollar at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, Breezy. Let's see.
Yeah.
So you said you got 2 kids?
I do.
Beautiful. Are they good looking kids? Like, did you make some cute kids, or did you make some ugly ones? You can be honest here. No one will judge you.
I definitely make good looking kids. Definitely make good looking kids.
Heard it here first, ladies.
Yeah, there you go.
So, in fact, one of them looks like Uncle. It's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
that poor kid.
Uncle did say he spent some time in North Carolina.
Did you?
Yeah, back in like '08 or so.
Timeline fits. Timeline fits.
Yeah, except for the timeline of my life doesn't because I was 10. So,
Oh,
oh my God. Okay, so let's talk games. You like games, right, Breezy?
I love to play games.
What do you think about Caldera?
Oh my gosh, it is terrible.
Yeah?
Oh
No,
my
no
gosh.
dice there, huh?
Do you like it?
Okay. I have mixed feelings about it. I like the map design. I don't like 10,000 guns. That's not cool. But also Caldera almost exploded my PC. So there's that too. I don't know.
How
Yeah, so
did Caldera almost explode your PC? I'm
I
sorry,
had the
Red.
same problem.
Yeah.
Me and Uncle had the same problem. We almost lost our graphics card to Warzone.
What?
Yeah.
So there's something wrong in the files, and pretty much it like crashes your drivers for your GPU. I don't exactly know how, but it does, and it causes all of your monitors to crash and flicker and tear and everything to go wild. But also during that process, you can't turn off your computer, but your graphics card just keeps going, trying to render everything that's happening on your screen. So you have to pull the plug on it. And me personally, I had to pull the CMOS battery on my motherboard and reset that. And then also reinstall all the drivers for my graphics card and re-overclock everything that I had done to it. And before anybody comes at me saying I didn't have a safe overclock, I've ran the same overclock for like a year and it's been fine. So it was just something to do with the game. I don't know.
That's crazy. That might make sense because my game has been crashing, but I haven't been having problems with the whole computer.
Yeah, Katie Cation Gaming Vacation in my chat also said the same thing happened to her.
Okay. Yeah, that's wild.
So, yeah, I mean, for me personally, I liked the map like the first 2 days when everybody didn't know what gun to use. The game's so much fun when a meta's not established. But the second like the meta starts coming through, like with the MG now having a zero recoil build and everybody's running an automation, like it just I don't know, it's not as fun. Like there's not more randomness to it.
I kind of feel like the map is just way too big for what it is. And like if you're not running like, with Apex, I don't really play Apex, but with Apex, you can move so quickly in it and move around very quickly. Without the power to do that, that map becomes very cumbersome.
Well, and that's another thing too is they took out. There's a lot of places you can't slide cancel on the map anymore, which slows down your movement even more on an already massive map. You know,
Correct.
like
Yeah.
there's some hills you can't slide cancel up. You can't slide cancel in water. You can't. There's so many different like elevation changes, right? With like rocks and bridges and all this stuff that you can't get to them quickly. So yeah, I don't know. I like the map design though. I think that it makes people play slower, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Hit registration though. Can we talk about that for a second? That's a fucking joke in that game, man.
Yeah, it's just broken.
Oh my god, the amount of clips that I have and I have seen from other people that of like you aiming right at a person and it not hitting. Stone Mountain did a whole thing on it. A whole video on it as well, and it's just like there's like no hit registration in that game. I don't know what they changed, but it's fucking horrible.
Well, we entered this phase in gaming where developers are okay with putting out this, you know, 99%, 95% done product and being like, ah, we'll fix it later. Let everyone get on there and play it. And then we're stuck playing this garbage. And because, the top streamers in the industry, this is what they play. It's what everybody flocks to. So us as content creators feel obligated to at least make some content on it. And we're just playing this garbage ass optimized game. And it's not good. Like
I
I don't
agree
feel
with
like
that.
Warzone's good at all. I really don't.
No, I feel like I'm a prisoner of the war zone right now because it's not fun for me to play, or it's not as fun as it used to be for me to play. And y'all are right. I mean, the guns don't register the hits half the time with these new guns. I have to play the map where I have to use my old guns. That's the only way it's somewhat fun for me now.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like you're a prisoner because of streaming?
No, it has nothing to do with streaming. I just feel like I'm a prisoner of the war zone. I don't have that's all I play. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
trying to find my next or like my alternative route, and I'm terrible at Apex. I I can't get myself to play Halo.
Okay.
So what am I stuck with? Fortnite?
There
You
you
know?
go. There you
There
go.
you go. You found it. You
Yeah,
heard it here
get
first,
Yes.
Matt.
yeah, Fly Breezy is now your next Fortnite content creator right here.
Now, and I feel where you're coming from, Breezy, because my channel was basically founded on Warzone. That's basically what I streamed forever, and then it kind of got me to despise the game. Like I
Yeah.
don't really enjoy it now. If my friends are on, I want to play with my friends, and if that's what my friends are doing, I want to play Warzone. But it's just
Yeah.
because I want to run with my friends. That's all.
Yeah. I kind of feel like Warzone right now is like quitting cigarettes or something. You're like, oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. And then someone around you is doing it, and you're like, I guess I'll play today.
Yeah,
It- it-
that's how it is for me. I get where you're coming from.
yeah, it gets hard. So then, like looking back, since you've been playing games for so long, like what's your favorite game? Like all time? Yeah, you get to pick one game or game franchise from all time. What's your favorite?
Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna blow your mind. Hitman. Hitman's my favorite game of all time.
Wow, dude, I never hear Hitman
I never would
ever.
have expected that.
Hitman is literally the game, like, even to this day. Um, the newest franchise of Hitman is amazing, but to this day, I've beat the game a million different ways, a million times, and if I want to like mindlessly play a game, I can still have fun playing Hitman.
Okay, oh, that's a good. I think that's a good one. I really do.
I
I think,
like it. I
yeah.
remember playing some OG Hitman back in the day.
Oh, Hitman's the best.
All right. So on that, with this us coming, we're middle of December right now. For those of you not watching this live, it's December 13th. What would be your game of the year?
Oh,
And it's tough. I
Goodness.
mean, my game of the year was Warzone only because of the time put into it. So, it might not be the game you want it to be, but what do you feel like is your game of the year?
Well, I mean, if we're being honest, it has to be Warzone because as far as like games I've played, um, the last game I played and I beat it the other night was Detroit, which is an old game. And like
Okay.
other than that, I've just played Warzone.
we were.
So it's got to be Warzone.
That's so funny. We were literally just talking about Detroit the other night because the same studio is making the new Star Wars open world RPG.
Oh, I'm so in. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
so in on that.
I mean, if everybody can't tell from the live version, I have Star Wars merch all over my room. So I'm
do?
on. Like, yeah, all over. I got
Can't
signs.
see it.
I got a fucking lightsaber behind me, bro. Like, come at me.
Oh my god.
I love me some Star Wars.
Who's your
Okay.
who's your go-to in Star Wars? Like you like everyone kind of has like their favorite. Who's like
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan. Yep, easy.
Have you seen Star Wars, Breezy?
Yeah, man, it's got to be Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Nice one, dude. All right.
Okay, I can get behind that.
He's a
Legend.
badass man.
Anakin.
Okay. I was half expecting you to say like Jar Jar Binks or some shit, and I was gonna go ahead and disconnect.
Yeah,
I
dude.
could see that.
Jar Jar Binks for sure. No, it'd probably be like episode 3 Anakin.
Okay,
Ooh.
yeah.
Mixed with the Clone Wars Anakin, like just that era of Anakin from like after 2 and then up until he becomes Darth Vader. And then of course Darth Vader in the originals is my
of
all-time
course.
favorite. Like
Yeah.
period. I love Darth Vader, man. That's like my favorite villain in any movie series.
Why do you
This
love Darth Vader?
Because he's so badass, dude. Like he's so feared in the galaxy that he walks onto anything ever, and people take one look at him and want to run the other direction. Like, look when he, like, the opening scene, dude. You've got A New Hope, right? Just he walks onto Leia's ship, and all of the rebels just died. Like, he grabbed the one by the throat, right? Force choked his ass, killed the one next to him, and everyone else was just scrambling, and he didn't do anything. He did nothing. Like,
so would you say that's your favorite Vader scene?
No, my favorite Vader scene, and probably my favorite scene in general from the original movies, would be in Return of the Jedi when he's fighting Luke on the Death Star.
Oh, see, I think the most badass scene of Vader is in Rogue One at the end of the movie, where he's coming through and you get to see actual lightsaber skills.
Can I be completely honest with you for a second?
Yeah.
I've never seen Rogue One.
That's the only Star
All right,
Wars
guys,
I've
we will
never
catch
watched.
you next week on the Balderdash
Wars I never
podcast.
watched.
I fucking hate this place.
That's the only one. So I hated the new franchise so much that I didn't watch anything. I didn't watch
Rogue One
anything.
is the best,
I know.
probably the best Star Wars movie out there.
Okay, I have
Really?
Disney. I have Disney
Yeah.
Plus. I'm gonna watch it. I'll promise you by next week I will have watched Rogue One.
Better do your homework.
I
really
will do
think
my
the-
homework.
I really think the newest Star Wars is probably one of my favorites.
Breezy,
newest
you're
one?
really batting 1,000 right now with being a car salesman who likes the new Star Wars. You're really, you're really
Like the new trilogy is your favorite?
Yeah.
really.
Okay.
Yes.
I can see it. There's a lot of people who really enjoyed it.
You know, everyone's entitled to opinion, but yours is wrong. Like, so wrong. It's
This
not
coming
even
from a man who hasn't seen Rogue One.
I don't
Calm
need
down.
to see Rogue One to know that I've seen all three of the new movies with Rey and Finn, and they're not great. They're good movies, but they're not good Star Wars movies.
I don't think Rey and Finn were cast very well. I think that's the whole problem with that trilogy.
You know, you really could be onto something there. It could be the actress and actor that played it.
Yeah, I don't think it was cast well.
What's your favorite Star Wars, Uncle?
I have two.
No, it's one. You got to pick one.
I can't.
Yeah, you got to
You
pick
have
one.
to pick one. That's a cop out.
Oh my God. Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Episode
All
3.
right.
That's
You
That's acceptable.
cannot show me one scene in Star Wars that is cooler than the opening battle scene over in Revenge of the Sith, with Obi-Wan and Anakin flying through the air, doing all the stuff they do. Anakin getting to show off how good of a pilot he is, landing in the Federation's ship. Like, it's so good. You've got R2 setting things on fire. You've got droids tearing droids apart. You've got Obi-Wan not knowing how to fly. They've got friendly banter. It's comedic. It's action packed. It gets to show off skills of the different like the main protagonists in the movie. Like, it's my favorite movie. And then you've got, I don't know, you've got it all. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, mine's definitely Rogue One. For sure, Rogue One.
Well, then what's yours, Breezy?
Return of the Jedi.
Okay. Yeah, you're working your way back, I'm telling you. Because that's my second. Return of the Jedi is my second favorite.
That's always the top.
Oh. All right. So I want to kind of change it a little bit. Get off the Star Wars just because not everybody
Wow.
enjoys it. So what made you decide to start streaming? Like, what was your deciding factor of, I'm going to do this?
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. I just watch, I play video games so much, and I enjoyed playing video games so much. And I watch people just like me doing it. And, I said, I need to do this. I mean, I watched people do it, and I said I can do this, and I just did it one day. There wasn't really. I might as well stream it if I'm gonna play it.
All right.
You know.
I like to hear this. Tell me about your first stream.
Oh, my first stream was shitty.
They all are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
My first stream, I didn't even have a PC at the time. So I had bought a cheap webcam, plugged it into the Xbox.
Oh
Was
my
running the
god.
Xbox, on Twitch on the Xbox, had my phone in my hand so I could watch the chat that I was going to get.
Yes.
Waiting for the first comment that I never got.
I love it. I fucking love it.
Listen, it's crazy. It's crazy how like blind we are thinking that it's gonna be this great stream. You know, like I streamed for a year with no comments, no viewership, no nothing. Like
Oh yeah.
nothing.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I can relate to that. Dude, I can tell you this much though. Your first stream wasn't that bad cuz you got a webcam, right? And you streamed to Twitch. Could have been worse. I had no webcam and streamed to Mixer. So, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. I was a Mixer.
That's bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I was a Mixer streamer before I was a Twitch streamer. I was actually more popular on Mixer than I am on Twitch. Low key. Even now with like the following.
Viewer audience.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well,
Right, a lot less content creators on Mixer.
yeah. So I averaged like 20 to 30 viewers on Mixer and had a good time and like, had other people to play with, but then they shut Mixer down and I moved to Twitch and it was a whole disaster. Oh my God. It was a whole mess.
Is it still a disaster?
Yeah, it's still a disaster. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I love Twitch and the ability that you're able to like the opportunities that it gives people to bring their arts and their crafts and their personalities and everything to the world. But Twitch as a company sucks. Like there's just no way around it.
It's just such a grind though with them, I feel like.
Well, even if you make it to partner, they kind of control your life at that point, and it gets really hard. So yeah, I will say that Twitch has some growing to do if they want to keep their content creators, because it's getting rough in these streets for a lot of the partners to hang around.
Yeah, my first stream, I can't say mine was that bad. I mean, it was horrible because, back then I didn't know how to react to anything. But it wasn't too bad because I had Spades in chat, and then I think my first stream I had It's Me Vash in there. So
There you go.
But it was without a cam. Like it was just me. I believe I was playing. It's either Warzone or Guild Wars 2.
I think you said it was Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I think it was Guild Wars 2. But yeah, it was just Spades, and then Vash came in. That was my first stream.
Well, yeah, I don't even really count the streaming career until like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. It doesn't really count for me. It started with the Vash raid, and then
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to know was I was there the night Vash raided you, because it was funny. The next day he sent me a snap, said this Breezy guy's pretty cool. So I want to know how it changed how you streamed or your stream times. Like how did that affect you?
That raid was so monumental. And I hope he's not in here because I don't need him getting a big head.
No, he's not in here. You're good. Continue.
It was so monumental in just everything stream because I had entered a challenge to actually like join a content creation stream that was starting 6 days ahead of that, and I was getting ready. I was getting layouts ready. I was getting everything ready for my stream to make it look official in that time. And then I got hit with that raid that night. And at that moment, me getting to the like 3 picked for that content creation team was the most important thing on my mind. But you start cycling a couple days, a couple weeks through that, you make it through a couple rounds, and then when I got to like the top 50, I was like, you know what, this doesn't even matter anymore. I'm just happy with the community that's being built around me, and the whole reason we started streaming was to build the community, not to just simply get on a content creation team. So whatever happens from here, I'm cool with, So it was so monumental, and it's probably the one thing that has pushed me further than anything I've done so far.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's why we call him Vash Daddy, or that's why I call him Vash Daddy. I don't know.
Vash Daddy.
Vash is a legend. Anyone listening, not live, Vash is a legend in our community. He's a great guy and an amazing friend. So,
and for someone else to be a legend in this community, I just got to say it's a high honor coming from Uncle Legend. So,
well, you're still my favorite Uncle Legend.
See, thank you.
Shit! Vash is in here. Fuck.
I'm everyone's favorite uncle. No, I'm kidding. All right. So that's fun. We got to learn a little bit about Breezy. Now we get to do some fun stuff, and we get to joke around a little bit because that is going to be more fun anyway. So let's start off with question number 1. All right, Breezy, are you ready?
I don't know. Am I ready?
I don't know.
I think so.
You think so? Okay. If you could do anything for a day, right? You have free reign, no laws. You have unlimited whatever you want, money, powers. It doesn't matter. Where are you going? And what are you doing?
I'm turning invisible, and I'm going to the women's changing room at Planet Fitness.
I know. That's exactly where this question was going to go with him.
I knew it was going there, dude.
I knew it was going to be tits and ass in some form.
Oh my god. Okay, I gotta say though, that's not a bad. That's not terrible. It could have been a lot. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Oh my god, dude. So this is actually a really funny. So there was a kid in my class when I was in high school who actually got in trouble for hiding in the gear section of a girls' locker room at a girls' locker room at a rec game, soccer game in high school. And yeah, he got in big trouble.
Oh, I bet.
but it was according to my other buddy Sam, who was there, it was like a movie. All the girls came out screaming from the locker room.
Oh, I can see that happening.
He said, "Oh my god, yeah, that was funny." What do you got, Red? What do you got? You said I thought you had some pretty good ones last time. I know you can come up with something. Good ones? Yeah, pretty good questions
for Breezy.
Yeah.
Most of what
you guys are in for it.
Streaming, we're in for it. Why are we in for it?
Y'all are asking me questions. You know how I am.
Yeah, well, that's the point, to get your name out there, and so that way you can tell all of our listeners what kind of people we interview.
Oh, am I the idiot you guys were talking about at the beginning of the stream?
No, we're the idiots.
Yeah, no, we're idiots for sure, dude. Like 100%. We're big dumb. Let me tell you.
Who's your celebrity hall pass?
Oh, doing this again. I like this.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, your wife hands you a hall pass. You can go bang any celebrity you want. You get to pick. She has to be down for it, or she is down for it, or he.
Ryan Reynolds, of course.
So who's your celebrity hall pass?
Y'all gave me a hard one.
How is that a hard one? Or wait, did we give you a hard one because you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm not a celebrity. Just show up.
I don't know. Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Really?
That's so bouncy though. I feel like it's really like a trampoline. You're fucking a trampoline at that point.
Yeah, I'm worried that if there was too much friction, she might start melting.
Yeah, right, because you're gonna last long enough to make too much friction.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. Just give me 10 seconds and I'm good, boys.
Oh,
Oh my god. What this is for both of you because I want to hear your guys' answers. What's the perfect dick size, right? So like no. Hear me out on this one, right? Because my brother and I were talking about this. And
oh my god, legend.
What?
You shouldn't be talking with your brother about dick sizes.
I said brother-in-law. Okay?
Same thing.
No, because we were talking about how like the world record right now is this guy, and he's got 13.75, right? But the problem is that whenever he has an erection, he gets lightheaded and has to sit down. Imagine having that problem, right? So I'm saying I don't think it's as big as like normal people think. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking like 7 to 9.
All right, Breezy, you're the guest. You get to go first on this bullshit.
All right. Perfect dick size. One that's long enough to wrap around my wrist to make a slap bracelet.
Oh, here it is. Oh my god.
Oh, the fucking slap bracelet.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm with you. I think that 7 or 8 inches is fine.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Man, they don't want a big old thing in them.
I'm going with 8.5 inches and 3.5 inches in girth.
Wow, it's very specific.
I was very detailed.
3.5 inches in girth?
Question. Yeah.
That's very detailed. I'm very concerned with that answer.
You asked a question, you got an answer.
I'm concerned, like, how are you measuring girth? Like, all the way around, or like...
Yeah.
See, I don't know why, but whenever that comes up, I just imagine just wide. Like, just wide. Like, 3.5 inches wide. Like...
The trick is, if you use a fabric measuring tape, very flexible, you can really get it around there.
I don't,
You asked the question. This is where it's going.
That's true.
All right, Red, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you have any fabric measuring tapes at your house?
Yes. There is a couple.
Oh my god. See, I don't know. I just feel like once you get into too large territory, there's a lot of dry dick. There's just a lot of dry, unused, just there.
There's just a lot of dry dick.
There is. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of it depends on the woman.
Yeah.
You're talking about one that's been around the block, or, that depends on how dry it's going to be.
Yeah. No, that's true. I don't know. What's your guys' TikTok For You pages look like?
Oh, mine is so twisted.
Is it?
I just imagine tits and ass on yours. Like, that's all I imagine.
No. Everyone talks about how messed up my my TikTok For You page is. It's people farting, shitting. It's people without limbs doing TikTok trends. It's fucked.
I can only imagine.
God, I love
what
that.
You're
though.
searching or what you're watching for a long time for the algorithm to go, no, this guy wants to fuck her without legs. Oh no, this guy just shit his pants. Let's show him more of that.
Listen. Literally, the conversation we had at work was someone today. Somebody wanted to go through my TikTok feed, and I gave them my phone. And 5 minutes later, they handed me my phone and said, "You're fucked."
Bro, I wish mine was that bad. Honestly, like I really do.
What's yours look like?
Mine's boring, man. Like I got a bunch of like video games, which I fucking hate watching. Like, okay, this is gonna sound shitty, but I've seen so many Apex and Warzone clips. I'm so sick and tired of seeing them, and like half of them aren't even good, right? Like it'll have 30,000 likes, and this guy hit a quick scope on Caldera that was the luckiest shot you've ever seen, and it's like okay, that's not good. And then the guy, like, I'll scroll one down. I get a lot of smaller content pages on my feed, like people with like no views or like under 100 views. And this guy with less than 100 views will have like 2 team wipes back to back, and then he'll like res all of his teammates, and then like wipe 2 more squads and win the game. And he's got no views, and I have to like it and comment and share it because I'm like, this is bullshit. I just saw someone who did nothing. You know what I mean?
You want to know the Warzone ones I hate and also are so unoriginal?
What?
Hi guys, and the car 98 is cracked, and here's the build and why.
Yeah. You got this is the new meta. Let me tell you, these are all the attachments you're gonna need. Yeah.
I cannot stand them. I skip them every time. I don't know why they show up on my feed.
Yeah, I don't even like them.
Are you guilty of building that gun though ever?
No.
No.
I never build TikTok guns. I'm telling you, Breezy, I think you've seen enough of my Warzone streams to know that I do not use normal guns. Like my gun selection, my classes are all over the place. Like I use stupid guns. That's my whole goal. Like I rarely use the meta. Like I'm never trying to find the meta. I'm just trying to find something that I can drop a little 20 bomb with, maybe grab a W on the way out and have fun doing it. Like I'm not trying to sweat my dick off every game. Like I hate that.
That's fair.
So my TikTok is probably mostly animal heavy. There's a lot of like stupid cat videos.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. A lot of my TikTok is stupid cat videos and dogs.
Yep, I can agree with that. I watched your TikTok one day.
Yeah, a lot of animal stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some women in scandalous outfits here and there.
That was said so professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
got
like a little TNA.
Yeah, I've got some hoes on mine too, but no, like I don't know, man. My TikTok feed is just so freaking boring. Like it's all like video games and then construction tips, but the construction tips, they always get me, man. But like you can't give me a good construction tip and I not like the video. That's why there's so many construction videos on my damn TikTok, because I just can't help but like it. Like the guy, have you seen the guy with the caulking gun who pokes a hole in the backside of his of the backside of the tube so that the air can release on the back and it doesn't drip out the front anymore?
No.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's life changing. You do that, right? You got the framers who stick the screw in the 2x4 and then use their hammer to pull it into plumb with the board next to it and screw it. I'm telling you, you can't shove something construction past me and me not like it. I just think it's hilarious.
Anyone watching this VOD on video, seeing me crack the hell up, this is why you should be here live on Twitch. In the chat. My chat is fucking roasting me, and I love it.
I'm watching it too.
Are they really?
What's so funny to me about TikTok is that, like, I have 15,000 followers on TikTok, and the majority of them are women, and probably 90% of my videos is me just calling them out.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. I like it.
I like it. Okay. Let's say that all 3 of us are dating again, right? What's a body count that's too high?
Like, are we talking like girl I'm gonna date?
Yeah.
Breezy, go ahead. We're talking.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care about anyone's body count.
That's a good answer. I like that one.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. I mean, see, I got a certain line, I guess, and it's if it was guys I know.
See, yeah.
That's probably my line. It would all depend on the guys. Like, if I didn't know any of them, I don't give a fuck.
I feel like that's,
all of my IRL friends. Yeah, I'm out. I don't want to go where they went.
Yeah, I don't want to see a little bit of Vash dancing around on something, you know? Like, it's just not No. I see. I want like okay. Here's the problem. Like I really want to say the exact same thing, right? Like I wouldn't care, right? But like, there's a small part of me that knows that if that number was over like 40, I would care.
Why?
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like a mental thing for me. Like if that number was over 40, but like at the same time, I wouldn't want to be over that number either. So like maybe it's just like me like just like imposing my standards for myself on the person that I want to date, you know? But like I don't know what it is. I just can't like that's like that would be the number, I think. It would be like 40. If it was over 40, I would be wary.
But what's the difference between 20 and 40?
I don't know. I don't know, Red. I don't have a good, like I said, I want to be like, it doesn't matter, right? And just sit here and say like, oh, it doesn't matter. But like low key, it would to me. And I have no idea why.
I mean, it might matter if it's like 100 or 200 to me, but like then like I would never ask.
Yeah, no, I would do everything to not ask. And I feel like
that's one thing me and my significant other have not talked about. We don't talk about our body counts before we got together.
oh, my wife and I's are really easy. They're both 0. Where
Interesting.
yeah, yep.
That's a
We were both virgins when we got together in high school, but we got together really young. So
see, that's completely different from my wife and I. Oh my gosh, my wife will meet someone and she'll be like, "You fuck her too."
I think that's a woman thing, to be honest.
Be like, "No, that's one of my friends I didn't fuck." Okay.
Yeah. This is the one I didn't happen to fuck. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I don't know. So my wife and I have been together since I was just barely 15 or just barely 16 and she was about to turn 15.
All right, let me ask you something.
What?
Okay, I've been married for a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
not too long. Okay, but you guys have been together. You said 15. You're 24.
Yeah.
You guys have almost been together 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you ever at any point be like, "Fuck, it's been a long time"?
Yeah,
Like-
sometimes, man, because like honestly, like we've gone through some shit in our relationship too. So like there has been times where I've been like, this has been a long ass time. like low key, dude. I'm not even kidding. And I've told her that too. I'm like, hey, it's like our 50th anniversary this year or something, isn't it? Like, god damn.
Like I could just imagine looking at her and her looking at me and it be like the 30th anniversary. I just go, "Fuck, how'd we make it here?"
Yeah. Dude, I asked my wife and I have always wondered how the hell we stayed together because we've been through a lot of like hard times like on our relationship and everything, and we almost actually like low key we almost got divorced 2 years ago when we lived in Ohio.
Well, that'll do it. Ohio will do it.
Yeah, I mean, living there.
Yeah, well, I traveled 90% of the time. So I was gone like Monday through Friday, most weeks, sometimes Saturdays, but like on Fridays I wouldn't get home till like midnight or something. And she had no friends, no family, no job. She was just along with me for the ride. And yeah, it was tough. She was tempted to just tell me she was leaving and going to Denver or coming back to Denver so she could be by her family and her friends. And before she could even do it, I quit my job and we moved in 2 days.
Damn.
Yeah, quit my job, broke my lease, moved, rented a U-Haul. I loaded the entire house in less than a day, and we hopped in the next morning and drove back to Denver. But yeah,
right.
no, yeah, definitely. There's times that I've been like, God, has it really only been that long?
So my relationship with my ex-wife lasted 11 years, somewhere around there, and we just were about actually at year 11 with my current significant other.
Uh-oh.
So that's all I've really known as long relationships.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a giant man whore in between. I'm not gonna lie, I got that out of my system, but Yeah, that's all I've really known is just long ones. I ain't no
Oh,
quitter.
oh, if I get a divorce, it's over. It is over.
It's over for these hoes.
That's that.
Never will I get married again.
Dude, that's how my that's how my buddy is. He said if he ever leaves his wife, then it's done. He's like, no more long-term relationships. He goes, I'm gonna die single and happy. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Have you ever seen the show Friends?
What's that?
What?
I know what it is. I haven't watched any of it.
Well, Ross's ex-wife is a lesbian. So like she's got Carol, or her name's Carol. I don't know. I haven't seen it in forever, but like, yeah, so pretty much I always tell my wife that she always tells me that if she does end up leaving me, she's going to go to a woman. And so I've done everything I can to keep her from getting any friends so she doesn't leave me. No, I can't.
Oh man.
No, dude, I'm honestly like, I don't know. I love my wife. I'm so lucky. She puts up with my dumb ass. Oh yeah.
For sure. I'm the happiest I've ever been in a relationship. I don't know how she deals with my sarcasm and me being an asshole, but she does.
Same.
Same.
I don't know how she deals with me being so dumb all the time. Low key. I could be pretty stupid.
I'm not dumb. I'm definitely not dumb.
I am. Oh yeah. Well, Breezy.
Is this where you kick me out?
This is where I kick you out. It has been a lot of fun. I'm really glad we got to have you on. For everybody wondering where you can find Breezy on his socials or on Twitch, you can check the Balderdash podcast Twitter. After this, I'll be posting links to all of his socials. You want to shout anything out before you leave? This is your time for self-promo of anything you're doing.
I love you, Mom. I made it to a big podcast. I told you I would be successful. You didn't believe in me. Take that.
Breezy, it was an absolute pleasure. I appreciate you being here and coming on the show with us.
All right, y'all. Have a good one.
You too, brother.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. That was Breezy.
That was fun, dude. That was a blast. We're going 2 for 2 on solid guests. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Go Hard was a blast. Breezy was a blast.
And I think we have a guest for next week, and I'm not going to reveal it just yet.
Nope, not yet. I say so. We're not done yet, but we're getting towards the end of the podcast. One thing I do want to say before you guys start tuning out and just saying, oh, these guys are annoying, they're just droning on. You could find the Balderdash podcast on all socials, so be sure to follow our Twitter, our YouTube, the YouTube videos. That's where I post all of the recordings. And then you can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, or I guess it's not iTunes anymore, Apple Music, and
Apple Podcast, I believe it's called.
Oh, Apple Pod, whatever. Apple has it's Apple. And then also on Google Music, Google Play, Google whatever the hell that one's called too. We plan on recording multiple podcasts per week, probably 2. We're going to try and do 2. We're not quite sure how that's going to go, so stay tuned for that.
I would imagine we're going to shoot for 2 a week, and it probably is going to end up being like every other week we do 2, but just stay tuned to the Twitter and we'll keep you updated.
So yeah, there you guys have it. Now, onto another fun thing. This is the part of the show where we answer Discord questions that we got through Discord, and also questions that we get through live chat on Twitch for both of our channels. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to ask us something stupid, funny, if you're honestly curious about anything, if you want our opinions on something, now's the time to ask. We don't shy away. So as you can tell,
this can be anything stupid to anything streaming related, anything we're doing in our lives. You know, pretty much anything that doesn't break Twitch TOS, ask it.
Yeah, I will not be taking my clothes off, even though you all want it.
And even if it does break it, I'll answer it after the stream. It doesn't matter.
Oh my god, I'm checking the Discords now to see if there's anything we missed.
Spades Devil would like to know where's the logo.
Where's the logo? Okay,
Fuck you,
so
Spades. That's where the logo is.
yeah, dude, up your ass. No, so for anybody not in the Discords, join Uncle's House Discord and the Devil's Den, but this specific story is in the Uncle's House Discord. You can go to the green room under the Balderdash podcast, and you can see the lovely logo that I'm not allowed to show on Twitch that was made by Spades Devil and the Incoherent. We call him Chode. Yeah, they stayed up late one night making us a logo to fuck with us, and they did. Chode did a great job making it.
They did a good job. They really did.
It was a really well done joke. But yeah, it's Red and I holding hands. That's all you get to know about it.
Yeah. I gotta Discord to see more.
Yeah, you've got to join the Discord to see more. How much do I have to pay to be the first Irishman on the podcast and make myself as famous as Dolly Parton? That's coming from Ronk. Aaron, you could be on the podcast.
$99.99. Make it payable to cash.
Yeah, so we accept PayPal and Venmo. Yeah, $99. You could be on the podcast at any time. No, if you guys want to be on the podcast, you just have to go to the Discord and you have to express interest in it. We have guest requests on both the Devil's Den and Uncle's House, so you guys can get in and you can request to be on the show. We've got kind of a few requests already, so I don't know the timeline on getting you on. But yeah, that is how you request to be on.
So it's me, Vash, in my chat asked, how do I get over butterflies for my first date? I'm nervous. She doesn't like me. Am I crazy for driving that far? All right, so a little backstory into this. It's me, Vash. You're going to hear a lot about him on our podcast. He's a friend. He's an amazing man in the community. So he asked Hannah Girl the Bot out live on stream. So
Yay!
He lives in Tennessee. She lives in, is it Arkansas?
I don't.
So it's
yeah,
like
I think so.
like a 7-8 hour drive for him. Bash, I gotta say, getting over the butterflies is damn near impossible. But honestly, just be you, man. Like, you are the most fun guy to hang out with. Like, we're just sitting in Discords. You're cracking me up all the time. You're a funny guy, an amazing friend. Just be you. And I don't think you're crazy for driving that far.
I don't
You
think
asked her out. Go on a date.
Yeah, I don't think you're crazy for driving that far either. Hannah is an amazing person, and you're not going to get over the butterflies. They're going to be there anyway. Oh. So just embrace them and accept being nervous. You know what butterflies mean? That just means you like someone. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. That's awesome because I love Hannah and Vash.
Yeah, you should seriously go check out that VOD.
I need to.
It was hilarious for him working up the courage to ask her out.
Okay, I need to know one thing though. Did she think it was a joke?
At first, he asked, like, real quick, he's like, Hannah, will you go out with me? And she just said, are you talking to me? And he just got up and left. Like, he was so like, I don't know what to do. And then he came back. So chat, it was like me, Spades, Katie Cation was in there. We're all telling him, no, you got to ask. Like, he did a poll in chat to find ask her out. It was fucking awesome. But yeah, so finally he worked up the courage. He's like, Hannah, could we maybe get like food and a beverage? And we're like, no, Vash, you have to call it a date. So he finally asked her. She said yes, and he's spending New Year's with her.
Oh,
and it's going to be an amazing time.
That's awesome. That's way better than going to Iowa for 40. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there.
Oh my god, I had one in here. I just have to find it.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe it was in yours.
Was it in mine?
I'm looking. It might not have been. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm thinking of something from a while ago.
That's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. They ignore me. I don't know. Sing a song or something.
Diggy diggy hole.
Oh my
diggy,
god.
Diggy hole. I was jamming to that shit before I hopped in here to start this. Yeah, chat, you guys got any more questions? Feel free to ask. And Legend already covered the guest request to be on. If we don't have any more questions, we can probably move into gaming news if there's anything going on.
Yeah, we'll leave the floor open, but we're gonna go into gaming news. For what's happening this week in gaming. So, as many of you know, the new map Caldera launched on Warzone. It's a Pacific Island styled map taking place in the World War II era. It has replaced Verdansk. They have taken Rebirth Island out of the game for what is rumored to be about 3 weeks. So that is big news. It's being received. I don't know. I'd say it's 50-50.
I'd say it's very mixed.
Yeah, so I feel like during the early access for Vanguard users, it was received very well. The following day, people started to find bugs and problems with the map, and then it's kind of declined from there, but also there's a lot of good things about it.
I hope it declines. I really hope it just crashes and burns. I want to see game developers step up their shit.
Yeah, I definitely want to see I want to see them take a more community-based approach. But yeah, so that's Warzone news. If you have a PC, I'm looking for the game right now because I forgot who made it. Hold on. Pause. Fuck, where is it? There it is. So if you're looking for a game, as far to my knowledge, a small indie developer based out of, I believe, Japan, created a new PUBG style battle royale called Super People. In it, it's styled a lot like PUBG and other battle royales. In the category, you hunt or you drop in, you find your loot. You get guns, but you also have different abilities and perks that you level up as you go through the game. The game is a lot of fun. I played it myself for about an hour. Definitely something you want to get your friends in. Right now, I believe that they are going to be accepting closed beta test applications through the end of Wednesday. At that time, they'll be closed. But the closed beta test will be going on for a little while longer. My first impressions were it's good, but it's definitely it's almost like a JRPG producer made a battle royale or a PUBG knockoff, reskin, whatever you want to call it. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have it downloaded. I haven't had a chance to try it, but just for reference, the application process for the closed beta is super simple. Go to Steam, click on request, and mine just came through immediately, and I was able to download the game. Like I said, I watched you play it for an hour, and it looks all right. It looks a lot like PUBG with nukes, basically.
Yeah. Let's see. Was there anything else? When was that? The 7th? Did we podcast? No. So, last Tuesday, Destiny 2 and Bungie celebrated the 30th anniversary of Bungie Gaming Studios. And with it, they released a pack for Destiny 2 that really is just a bunch of cosmetics. I'm not gonna lie, like it's cool, but it's basic Destiny 2 stuff where they release a bunch of cosmetics and everything.
Yeah, and I've actually fallen back into Destiny 2 with not enjoying Warzone and it almost blowing up my PC, and with New World kind of failing to deliver. Like I imagine in like a year or two, New World's gonna be really good, but right now it's kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I'm back on that D2 grind.
There you go. I had another story. I just got to go to my bookmark here. And I think this is the last one I have, unless you had something else.
Yeah, I'm kind of just perusing some of the bigger sites, but there's kind of slow right now. I imagine after Christmas, things will probably pick up with gaming news.
Yeah. So this actually just dropped about an hour ago on PC Gamer. And it is a commemorative $25 poster to celebrate Xbox 360 anniversary, and it is the red ring of death on a poster with the Xbox logo in the middle.
Is this Microsoft actually doing this?
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
So for anybody who doesn't know or didn't have an Xbox 360 or wasn't alive back when the 360 was huge. There was an error that would light up 3 rings red on your Xbox 360. It was a terminal error. You had to send the console away to get it repaired. And you were down for at least 2 weeks without a console. It was horrible. But now it's kind of something we all laugh at.
Yep.
So if you want to pick one of those up, you can go to the Xbox Gear Shop on Microsoft's website, and you can pick one up. They're $25 a piece. It's pretty good. I mean, it looks pretty good. It's the old 360 logo with 3 red rings around it, the whole 9. So
if you're gonna spend $25 on a poster, just buy a new game, people.
yeah, just buy a new game.
Fucking Microsoft will find a way to make money out of anything.
As for any big game announcements or game releases, so the Video Game Awards were this last week. If you want to find all of those details, you can go to google.com and type in Video Game Awards, and you can see the entire list. But
it was just a giant trailer.
Yeah, it was just...
It's a joke.
It was not good this year at all. But we got some amazing news from the studio that brought you Detroit, Cyberpunk. I forget their other game. What was their other game?
Detroit, Cyberpunk. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But they are bringing us a new open world role-playing game with 3 different storylines, much along the lines of the old Star Wars RPGs, like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and stuff like that. It is going to be called Star Wars Eclipse. They don't have a dead set release date on it yet, but it is what everybody has been waiting for, is a new open world Star Wars role-playing game. The last one that we got that was a real true to life would have been Star Wars The Old Republic, which released, actually, fun fact, 10 years ago. I didn't know that, but their 10-year anniversary was in November, I believe. I got an email about it. So that's some huge news. It's being developed by Lucasfilm Games and Quantic Dream, creators of games as Heavy Rain, that's the one I forgot, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human. So if you guys are worried that the story won't be good or there won't be anything behind it, Lucasfilm Games is actually going to be behind it. It's going to be set during the time of the High Republic, and it's going to be fantastic, I believe. I don't want to get too excited because new games all tend to suck, but there is a lot of upside and a lot of hope for this.
I hope they don't fuck it up. I would love an open world Star Wars game.
Yeah.
That would be my shit.
So they released a trailer video. You can find it on YouTube. And it's Star Wars Eclipse. I'll probably share it to the Twitter so everybody can look at it. But it's a lot of conceptual drawing, and then they go into they show some, like a cinematic, if you will. And the game looks good so far, so I'm really hoping. Right now we're imagining a release date late 2022 into 2023, assuming that nothing bad happens. But they have been working on the game. It's not a brand new project, so that's big news coming for Star Wars fans such as my co-host
Me.
Red Devil. Yes.
Me. Love me some Star Wars.
Yeah, but other than that, I think that's all the video game news. There's not a ton going on right now with the Christmas season the Christmas season upon us. Christmas in a week and a half. I feel like a lot of people are just kind of in autopilot right now. So there shouldn't be, hopefully, fingers crossed, there won't be a lot of bad news coming out of the gaming industry, as everyone's kind of taking the next few weeks to just kind of manage the games they have out and work on projects that are already in the pipeline. I'd imagine the next big news that we get coming out of the industry is going to be in mid-January. And then, of course, we're going to have E3, TwitchCon, and BlizzCon all coming up next year as well, which I'm super excited for. E3 next year. I'm hoping to hear some good things.
I hope so. It's me, Vash, because he's going to TwitchCon.
Yes, so am I. I already have it planned out. So
I am exploring the options, so could be a cool IRL meetup.
yeah, there you go. That's something to look forward to. But yeah, so the podcast, the new time, if you guys want to see the live, is Mondays at 7 p.m. The Thursday podcast, if we do it, it's not going to be live on Twitch. It is going to be recorded and posted to YouTube, and then it will also be posted on following places the day after: Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Play Music, whatever it is. I need to learn the exact names for them. They change their names all the time. It was Groove Music, and then it was and then it was Google Music, and you had iTunes, and then it's Apple Music. Why can't they all just be like Spotify? Spotify's had the same name for 12 years. I just, it's just, there's too much going on.
Oh, and they had to separate their podcast from their music because that's what they wanted to do, I guess. Yeah, but we're trying to get it out on everything, so
And
you guys can go review it on the platforms that it's on, and it will help us out a lot.
Yeah, if you guys do, if you guys are on Spotify, saving it to your library and listening to like 10, 15 minutes of it helps us out a lot. It helps get it out to more people. So with that being said, Red, do you have anything you want to say before I do the whole, the thing?
No, I mean, we'll be live again next Monday. Special guest announcement to come. Other than that, no, go ahead and get us on out of here.
All right. I want to thank you guys so much for everybody who showed up live on the Twitch. Thank you guys for being here. Like I said, you can find us on all of our socials, Twitter, YouTube, and then all of those streaming platforms wherever you find your podcast. Next week, we're going to be live 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday. We're going to have a new special guest. We're going to have new stupid shit that we're going to talk about. And of course, you guys can find it live here on twitch.tv/uncle_legend, L3GEND, and red_devil321. That's R3D_devil321. You can find both of those Twitch channels. Be sure to follow them. We love you guys so much. And every stream or every podcast after we're done, we do continue to stream and talk to the community and enjoy some video games together. So we love you guys very much, and we appreciate you all being here and listening to the podcast, and we will catch you all in the next one as we try and figure out what we're going to do next as two idiots going through the world.
Pretty much.
All right.